Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Be warned, it's intense.
Beetlejuice Beetlejuice is now streaming on HBO Max. I want to talk about this movie. I loved the original when I first watched it as a kid. It actually came out the same year I was born. Crazy! And so I've seen and heard a lot of reviews about it, and so let me get up into mine. Beetlejuice Beetlejuice follows Lydia, who is now the host of her own Ghost Hunters-like type of show. She's still giving sixth sense, as in she sees dead people. She has this vampire-looking ass boyfriend. Her father has passed. Catherine O'Hara is still a badass bitch. Listen, I'm sorry, pardon my language, but Catherine O'Hara is a badass bitch as always, and I love her so much. She looks flawless in this. She is funny as hell as always. I love that she reprised her role as Delia. She's a star, okay? We get a short cameo from Danny DeVito, which was a lot of fun. We also see that Lydia now has a daughter, Astrid, who is played by Jenna Ortega, whom I love. Astrid is an outcast who feels that her mother would rather spend more time with ghosts than her. Astrid's father has passed. He died in a boat accident, and while Lydia can see ghosts, she can't seem to see her dead husband. I'm like, girl, look a little harder. Alright? Astrid has zero time for her mother's weird ass boyfriend, and so do I. His vampire looking ass is the one who re-summoned Beetlejuice back into Lydia's life, even though she was, kind of having like thoughts about Beetlejuice. It was him, who took it all the way. There's also a spirit that has literally come back together who seeks revenge from Beetlejuice. Like, you could tell from this woman, this spirit, this ghost woman, that it was on site once she found Beetlejuice. It was gonna be on site. This bitch was going around killing dead people, and I'm like, how you kill dead people? She was doing a lot. That's how you knew she ain't fuck around. And so it turns out she is Beetlejuice's ex-wife. She was actually really beautiful back when they met, and she turned out to be the leader of a soul-sucking cult. That's literally how she's killing the already dead people, by sucking their souls out of them. Beetlejuice wasn't down with that, so he chopped her ass up. Beetlejuice said, bitch, I am not about to have you sucking my soul, okay? He said absolutely not. And so after he chopped her ass up, she is now back to suck his nasty soul. Y'all got nasty minds, alright? I heard y'all and I saw y'all, alright? Astrid meets a handsome guy that she has a connection with who turns out to be dead. He says that he can come back to life with her help, and that helping him could help her to see her father again. And I knew something was up when they walked past his parents. We didn't get to see their faces. Lydia finds out that he actually was the one who killed his parents when he was alive, and when the cops found him, he fell out of his treehouse and broke his damn neck. So turns out all of this was just a scheme that Todd set up to come at Astrid with the bullshit. Lydia then has to summon Beetlejuice for his help to get Astrid back, who has unintentionally traded her live soul for Jeremy's dead soul. Delia ends up dead for trying to perform some ritual for her dead husband. I'm like, damn, Delia, you wasn't supposed to die, girl. And she knew that. She was bitten by some poisonous snakes, so now she's in the afterlife, but you can't tell her that it wasn't a mistake. She just knows she is not supposed to be there. She ends up calling Beetlejuice for help because she is clearly desperate. Astrid ends up seeing her father in the afterlife after she realizes she was played by Jeremy's punk ass. He ain't shit for using her like that, alright? Astrid and Lydia connect in the afterlife with Astrid's father. He tells them not to let him split them up, that they need each other, which I thought was very sweet. Beetlejuice ends up sending Jeremy's ass to hell. He was very close to getting that passport stamp, but Beetlejuice came to the rescue. Okay, which means that Astrid is safe and gets to live. Lydia initially agreed to marry Beetlejuice if it meant saving Astrid, and tried to renege after she was rescued. Lydia instead tried to continue her wedding to Vampire Man, but Beetlejuice wasn't having it. We get another dance scene from the cast, much like part 1, where Beetlejuice is controlling everyone and we get to see them all lip syncing. But this time, it was to MacArthur Park by Richard Harris, and I just have to say that Michael Keaton, Jenna Ortega, and Catherine O'Hara's choreo and lip syncing just gave me all of my existence. All right, it was amazing. It was great. I loved it. They ate. Okay, I also thought the visuals here were beautiful, you know, like seemingly creepy but beautiful, if that makes any sense. It probably doesn't, but that's okay. Beetlejuice injects Lydia's vampire fiance with some truth serum and got him to admit that he was just using Lydia for her money, so he was trash. But me and Astrid already clocked that early in the movie. We knew he was trash with his vampire looking ass. So Beetlejuice continues his ceremony with Lydia because he's ready to get married. He been ready to get married to Lydia, but then the ceremony is interrupted by the afterlife police, who didn't stand a chance because Beetlejuice froze they asses, all of them. Okay, but then Beetlejuice's ex-wife pulls up and she wants to suck Beetlejuice's soul out of him, but she doesn't get to because she and Vampire Man are eaten by the big ass worm that we saw in the first film, which was summoned this time by Astrid. Beetlejuice also violated Code 699, making his marriage contract to Lydia null and void. Delia is unable to escape her very real death and is sent back to the afterlife where she reunites with the headless Charles. Lydia quits her job of talking to the dead so that she can spend more time with Astrid. And that is the end of the movie. And guys, listen, again, I saw lots of, mixed reviews here and there. I just want to say when it comes to Beetlejuice, I loved it. All right, now some people watched and immediately compared it to their viewing of the first movie, which, these are two separate films. Yes, they're connected and, you're looking to have the same feeling. It's never going to be the same. Okay, the first Beetlejuice came out in 1988, girl. Like, hang it up, Delicious. They're not going to be the same. They're going to be modernized. And, I don't think that you should or even could compare the two, honestly. It was done so long ago, and I feel like a lot of people cling to the original and aren't even open to the possibility or the idea of a sequel, so I think, with movies like this, where they're getting a sequel decades later, to just keep an open mind. I love this movie. It gave me all the good feels. Some honorable mentions. Jeremy looks like Edward Scissorhands, and he also looks like Billy Butcherson from Hocus Pocus. Another honorable mention, they really went in with the creepy visuals, which I really do appreciate. The little Beetlejuice babies was fun. The afterlife world, I loved it. I thought it was really fun and really well done. Another is I thought Michael Keaton was hilarious. He still got it for sure. And overall, yeah, I just thought it was really well done. It was modern, yet still to me had a nostalgic feel. And it wasn't corny or anything. And lastly, I really do wish that Delia didn't die. So that means if we get Beetlejuice, the movie, will we not have the fabulous, the iconic Catherine O'Hara? I don't know. I guess we'll see. And also, guys, I want to see what you guys think. Tell me what you think. Even if you didn't like it, that's fine. Let's talk about that shit in the comments.